Hello everybody, this is Richard from Debaru. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips when it comes to structuring your targeting and your setting up your ad sets in the way that myself and many other super affiliates do when we set up campaigns for the sweepstake vertical. So, as you may already seen in the tutorial videos that I've created, I'm primarily just working with trip offers. Those aren't the only offers that I run, and depending on what offer you run, which we call the different sub-verticals, you may have different types of targeting that are required, right? And the way in which you should think about targeting is you should put every sub-vertical through the in-person test in your head. And by in-person test, I mean that if you were in the middle of a street and you had a £1,000 voucher and you're offering X product, would everybody take it? Or would only a few targeted amount of people take it? If it's only a few targeted, then it's going to be interest only. If you believe that it could be targeted plus have potentially a broader appeal, then it's interest plus broad. And you think that it's a product that everybody would take in the middle of the street, then that is a broad offer, right? And the way that we try to structure it is that we have four ad sets. We start off with having 2 interest ad sets, and then there'll be 2 broad ad sets, if applicable. Okay, so you may have offers that are only two ad sets. Most cases they're going to be 2. If they're 2 ad sets, there'll be most likely 2 ad sets, but are 2 interest ad sets. And by 2 ad sets within that, that's going to be ad set female, ad set male. Okay, and then the same will apply for the broad, right? And to give you some examples, we would have, let's say we're looking at some examples of offers. So I've got Big Bang ads open here. I'm going to take a look. So one of the first things I see is Amazon over here, all right? So let's say Amazon as an example. So you got to think about it. If you was on the street, Amazon could be a target. There may be a subset of people that really are devoted to Amazon. So interest would definitely be one. So it's definitely interest. And obviously we always start off with interest. Most offers will be interest guaranteed with broad as an additional option, right? So broad if applicable. And you also got to think that Amazon has become this huge monster in the e-commerce space that almost everybody is using Amazon. So Amazon would, potentially have that broad appeal as well. So what I would do is I would also test broad for an offer like Amazon. All right. And another example that we could look at could be, let's have a look. Let's look at KFC. So I'm sure all of you guys know what KFC is. It's the massive fast food chain for chicken. So fried chicken. So KFC as an offer would be interest only targeting. That's how I would set it up. Because even though a lot of people know about KFC, you can't expect everybody on the street to pick up that KFC voucher. Not everybody's interested. Some people are on diets. Some people just don't like chicken. Some people don't want to eat fast food. It doesn't appeal to everybody. So I wouldn't run that as broad. I'd run people that are interested in KFC. And that's how I target that particular offer. But the main thing is, with these offers, I want you to think about the in-person test. Because right now, these are some examples, but you're going to find offers that come out and sub-verticals that come out in the next 2 months, the next 3 months, the next 4 months, the next 6 months that are completely new, right? And you need to think for yourself, if I was in the middle of the street and I had this voucher, would everybody take it? Or would some be really passionate and everybody else potentially take it as well? And then it's both. And this is a question that you need to ask yourself, all right? So make sure you're doing the in-person test when you are you are setting up your targeting for your Facebook ads. So another thing is, so inside an ad set, so I'm just going to remove these so you don't get too confused with all the information. So let's say we have one ad set. The ideal amount of ads is 10 ads. This is what we want you to target. We want you to target running 10 ads in each ad set. Okay? And these are going to be the 10 of the same ads per ad set. So if I've got male and female, I'm running the exact same ads. So all you're doing when you run a campaign is sourcing 10 ads, right? What you don't want to do is you don't want to, have 10 ads that look like, they're one style, and then 10 ads that are different for another ad set, and then 10 that are not different for another ad set, and that's another ad set, because then you're testing too many variables at once. Because then you're telling me that you're testing out the ads in terms of this ad versus this ad because they're different. That variable's changed, and you're also changing the variable in terms of the gender. And if you're running interest plus broad, you'll then be changing 3 things at the same time. That makes it very difficult for you to scale because you don't know what you're optimizing based on. There's too many variables going on, and you need a very big budget for you to test that many variables within a short amount of time. Yes, so I hope that answers all of the questions that you guys might have. Keep on asking those questions. If anything comes up, please let us know. Make sure that you're going through the content in as much detail as possible. And yeah, I wish everybody the best of luck, and I want to keep seeing those conversions coming in.